All right, we are Zooming with VirginiaPreps.com here, Matt Hatfield, and joined by a special guest. It is the point guard from Western Branch High School in Chesapeake, the champions of the Chesapeake City League. They went 8-0 and rallied from down 9 in the second half, a 20-7 run to end Wednesday night's championship game against Grassfield, held at Indian River High School in Chesapeake. The Bruins point guard has been part of the Zoo. He's been part of some state tournament runs and some hardware over the years, summertime, fall time, wintertime. Cameron Edmonds, who was clutch at the foul line, 11 of 11 in their win, scoring 12 of the 16 points in the second half as they beat the Grizzlies 37-33. Cam, thank you for doing this. Congrats on the championship.
Thank you.
How's it feel to get a season in? Describe the emotions of, will we have a season? It doesn't like we're going to have a season. We're not playing everybody in the Southeastern District, not getting to compete for a state championship, but then Chesapeake says, all right, we'll give you this league here. So is it one of those feelings of something's better than nothing? How do you feel as it's now complete?
Yeah, it was something. It was better than something because for me and Bobby Johnson, it was our senior year, so we wanted to go out with something. So when Coach Hall told us that we was having a city league, we took that very serious because we wanted to leave with something special.
And correct me if I'm wrong, it might have been your 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade year. I think I remember seeing you hoist some hardware at like Virginia Wesleyan team camp or something. So you're used to winning some plaques and different types of hardware and championships during your time at Western Branch.
Yes, that's all we really we don't like to do too much losing. It's like we just like to play hard and just get after it. And it shows on the court. Since I've been at Western Branch, I've been 74-12. So not a lot.
That's 4 years of, is that like combining varsity winter season or what's that?
All 4 years at Western Branch.
Like, is that all the high school games or just you including summer games with that too? Or?
All the high school games, including the city league as well.
Wow, that's pretty good, 74-12. Well, and I imagine when you got there was some expectations and sort of a program identity that was building or developing because there was some guys before you like Kendall Bynum, who I know is playing some college basketball, and DJ Driscoll, Saquon White, DeMarcus Shepard, Deshaun Dix. There was guys before them that were starting to build when, Coach Hall had gotten there. Give me kind of when you got there, could you see kind of the culture being built and things kind of turning the corner where Western Branch was starting to become a bigger name in the area and the state for basketball?
Yes, I feel like when I got there my freshman year, that was like when things had changed. We had to target on the back. Like teams wanted to beat us. It wasn't we wanted to beat certain teams. So and just playing behind those guys, they showed me a lot my freshman year. Like it's just the pace of varsity, how to be a leader, and it's all that, and just how to be a great teammate on and off the court.
What is it Coach Hall asks out of you guys in terms of the program? I know conditioning is a big deal going back to the offseason to now, and kind of what it's been like to play for him these last 4 years here in high school, because I know he puts on a good front, very classy, buttoned up guy, but I know he can get after a little bit in practice.
Yeah, he can get after. He likes to get on the defensive end, like just give 100%. That's all he really worries about. He doesn't really worry about who scores the most points and who does that. As long as you're playing hard and do what you're supposed to do, that's all he really cares about.
Well, it's funny watching you guys. It reminds me when he was an assistant at Nansemond River, their old teams, when they had guys like, I'm sure he's brought up the Don Shelbrights, the Shannon Evanses of the world, where they would get down in some games. You guys have had a tendency of yourself and Kendall, some of the guys in the last few years, Bobby, you mentioned, you'd have some big games where you might get down double digits, but you always have that belief you can come back. And that was similar to last night's championship game against Grassfield. You're down 9, but you were down, I think, 7 or 8 in the first half. And it felt like, no panic. We've been here before. This is nothing new to us. Is that kind of, did your experience, because Grassfield brought it early on in the game. They came ready to play, but did you feel like your experience would kind of win out at the end?
Yeah, I was never worried going down the line. I knew that we would find some way to win. And Bobby Johnson, shout out to Bobby Johnson. He stepped up a lot. Knocked down the big 3 and knocked down some clutch free throws as well. But I want to get a shout out to some of my teammates. Jason Vaughn played a good game yesterday. Jason Frazier, Quentin Dowell. Those guys helped out a lot. Ty Harrell as well.
Yeah, Harold's been knocking down shots for you guys. I know Dow and Frazier had a couple key offensive rebounds, and that steal by Vaughn was crucial for you guys getting on the floor, mixing it up. And you and Bobby have been one of the better 1-2 punches the last couple of years. And even when you guys had Ephraim Butter Johnson a year ago, really one of the best trios in Hampton Roads, as you guys have made a couple of state playoff runs. Tell me this, Cam, for those that haven't watched your game, and I've seen you play a number of times, kind of how would you break down your own play and describe your abilities on the court? How would you assess your performance and what makes you go on the basketball floor?
Well, I like to set the tone, so I like to come out being aggressive, attacking, and let the defense collapse on me. Then once that happens, I have guys like Ty Harrell and Bobby Johnson that can knock down the open shot, so that just makes the game easier for them. So I just like to set the tone and just be that leader on the defensive end as well.
Mm-hmm. Now, you guys have a lot of different parts that can erupt, but I believe in the earlier game you guys won against Grassfield back on like May the 12th, 60-43. I think you had a 40-piece.
Yeah, 40 points.
Okay. Now, you have some moments, I've seen it even at ODU camp, where you get that look in your eyes where it's like the eye of the tiger. You're going to go at it. Kind of where do you get that? Who do you watch on TV on the court in the NBA or college ranks? Who are the guys you study that you try to emulate? You're pulling up the mixtapes or the videotapes. Who are the guys you try to incorporate parts of their game into yours?
It's Luka and Kevin Durant. Honestly, I like Luka. Luka is my favorite point guard, but Kevin Durant is my favorite player. They're not the fastest, the most athletic, but they know how to use their body and play at their own pace, which I like as well. Because I'm not the most athletic, but I can play at my own pace and not get rushed.
Yeah, you have a different gear to you when you get to the hoop. Certainly, you have good body control. That so you were probably enjoying Wednesday night. Then you got yourself a championship. Then you watch Luka and the Mavs sweat it out with another 7-5-7 guy on that team, and Dorian Finney-Smith pull it out against the Clippers in a wacky game.
Yeah,
good deal. But you're riding with Brooklyn to win a championship. I take it.
Brooklyn winning the championship.
All right, and KD. What are the parts? And we'll get to some recruiting here in a moment. What are you working on in your game? What has been something that it's been a conscious effort of yours to get better at here in the last 6 to 8 to 12 months here during this crazy time when quarantine, we didn't have basketball, and now you're back in the gym and things are starting to get back to normal?
I've been working on my defense a lot. At the next level is going to be guys that's way faster that I'm gonna have to guard. So I just been working on my footwork and taking contact as I go to the basket, because every shot I take is not going to be a jump shot at the next level. It's going to have to be going to the basket and finishing through contact.
Sure. Well, and I've asked some other basketball players in this last year, how has it been? You pretty much had very few fans in the stands. I think maybe 30 or 40, if that, parents of the players, basically. How was it this year not having the usual packed gyms, for games like Western Branch and Oscar Smith, or Western Branch and Indian River, Western Branch and Kings Fork, you name them? How was that for you? And as a player, does that affect you guys on the court? Do you notice it? Do you give it any mind? Or are you just so locked into the battle that it's irrelevant?
It kind of affects us a little bit because our fans usually bring our energy for us, but we set the tone. We set the tone in practice. That's where it starts at. We bring our energy. We like to be active, and it just carries over in the game.
Sure. Let's talk about recruiting. I know you've gotten a wide array of schools, whether they're Division I, Division II, Division III, that have shown interest in you, and I know you have some scholarship opportunities on the table. Give us who's in the picture right now, and then we'll talk about, I guess, decision-wise, what you're looking at, who you're going to visit, those type of things. Who's kind of in the forefront at the moment?
Right now, I have Appalachian State recruiting at me real hard right now. Mount Olive, Young Harris, North Carolina A&T are probably the main schools as right now, and Notre Dame College of Ohio as well. So yeah, I'm going to visit next Tuesday the DME Academy in Florida.
DME, you said, is that a post-grad or prep?
Yes,
it's a post-grad. Okay,
post-grad. So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, like a lot of kids I'm noticing there, even a couple of the guys like at Green Run, for example, Jacob Cooper, Elijah Kennedy, they're going the combine, they're doing the post-grad route. Is that something, being it's so late in the game, you certainly could take a Division II, Division III opportunity, that you want to do that to enhance your Division I looks? Or are you someone that would strongly consider playing somewhere beyond the Division I level, like at a D2, D3? Kind of what's your mindset with it at the moment?
It doesn't matter about division to me. It's just worry about the right fit. Right, I think prep school would be the best route just because with everything going on and everybody trying to get into school. So we're just weighing my options, just going over with my family and just going from there.
There's a lot of great guards in there. I mentioned a couple of them. You got like Alan Struthers at Menchville. We know some of the younger guys like the Jaden Epps at Kings Fort, the Donald Hands at Lansdowne, the Kenyon Giles at Oscar Smith. And you guys have been a pretty good tandem yourself. And Bobby, what do you think a school is getting in you? What would you tell a college why they should recruit you? What are they getting in you, be it on the court, off the court, and the full package of Cam Edmonds?
I'm just a winner. I do whatever it takes to win. I don't need to score the ball or just go for 30 every game. Whatever the coach needs, that's what I would do. And yeah.
Good deal. All right. You ready to play some rapid fire with us?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
that is the standout point guard from Western Branch class of 2021, Cameron Edmonds, with us here as we go through some rapid fire with him. Favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show? I'm kind of old here, so I would say Martin, even though I wasn't born in that time, but I would really say that. My parents really watched that a lot, so I would say
Martin. I get that a lot. I think I told people this the other day. My most common answer in the favorite TV show is either Martin or Family Guy. One of those two I get pretty consistently, about 50 to 60% of the time. All right, what's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie is The Sandlot.
The Sandlot. All right. Besides basketball, which I know you play, you know, all you kids eat at 24/7, 365. What's been the hobby, it could be sports related or not, that you've enjoyed most during quarantine? What were you enjoying besides basketball during quarantine? Was it watching TV, playing games? What was it?
Just spending time with probably just family and friends basically, because I don't really get to spend time with them as much because I'm really traveling or having a tournament. So just really that.
Obviously practicing the right measures with masks and stuff. Obviously, you know, you were hanging out. I got you. But okay. So just spending some quality time with family. I got you. Getting to know the man. I got you. Cookies or ice cream?
Cookies.
Powerade or Gatorade?
Gatorade.
If you're playing rock, paper, scissors, what's your first go-to pick?
Rock.
Rock. All right. Better hope they don't have paper. Toughest subject in school for Cam has been what?
Math.
Math? You're not a math guy?
It's just something. It's just something. It doesn't click with me as easy as the other subjects.
Okay. Harder to pull off, an alley-oop or a half-court shot?
Alley-oop.
Alley-oop?
Yeah.
Obviously converting it as opposed to throwing it.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could teleport to one place in the world, where are you going?
Jamaica.
Jamaica. All right. If you could trade places with one person in the world, who are you picking?
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant would be KD. All right. Last two. Who does the best imitation of Coach Paul Hall in the Western Branch basketball program?
Bobby Johnson for sure.
Bobby Johnson does. All right. I'm going to have to get Bobby to send me a clip or something of that because I'd love to hear that. And last one for you. If you could describe Cam Edmonds in one word, what's the word you're choosing?
That's a tough
one word. You can't use like a sentence or a paragraph or a book. Just one word.
Let me see. One word.
One word.
Lovable.
Lovable.
Yeah.
That is the lovable winner from Western Branch High in Chesapeake. Congrats on the city championship. Cam Edmonds with us here on the Virginia Prep Zoom. It's been fun watching you the last few years, Cam, both in person and also virtually this season. Best wishes to you as you move on to the next level. And I know the Western Branch community is going to keep rooting you on. So thank you so much, and we'll definitely keep in touch, my friend.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.